Okay, so now I want to do the legs. I'm just going to take my body and I'm going to hide it for a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to flip to the bottom view. Boink! Look at my hairy legs. I've got a hairy belly. I'm going to look for the easiest one to draw out, which I think is this one right here. And I'm going to get my mesh tools. Create polygon tool. And I go counterclockwise as I place my points. Okay, something like that. And then I'm going to go over here to append to polygon tool. And basically I'm going to trace this out using quads. And I keep everything fairly even-ish if I can. Just hit G. And boop. As I get here, I'm going to try to go around this knee something like this. Okay, so it's going to bend really well right there. Boop. And I'm just going to hit G, keep hitting G, until my face falls off. There. Boop. And I'm getting down to this area here. Then we start getting a little bit tricky. Lots of little thorns and stuff here. I need to, maybe I need to take a better look at this model, but I'm just going to guess it's something like this. And then right here where I need to have these little thorny bits come out, I'm just clever, and I do something like this. There. And maybe I'll do something like that. And I can just kind of go off the side there, something like that. Get a triangle here. Get myself a fancy little quad over here. And I'm just going to pretend that that's what that looks like. Doesn't look exactly like that, but close enough. Okay. And I'm just putting a straight edge here where I want to branch that out. And something like this. Okay, great. G. And I'll pop this one in here. Ba-doop. Okay, getting down to this area right here. Great. Again, doing little quads. I do this kind of clever little trick where I want to put the thorny bit out, something like that. And I'll put a triangle in here for now. And later on, because I am the quad Nazi, I will make that into a quad. It will be fantastic. You're all going to love it. Whoop. And zipping my way over here. Now this area here is going to get tricky. On this foot, in reality, these toes are kind of side by side. Toes, claws, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to do a little bit of pretending. Whoop. Okay. There we go. And something like that. And then this one here. Boop. And good enough. Okay, great. So, I've got my basic leg shape up. Okay. And I can just go and kill the history on this thing. Great. Let's go and get my panels, 2 panes, side by side. Let's go here to the right view. Boop, boop, boop. And I see my legs sitting there. I'm just going to pull the whole thing up and do something like this. And let's see, for this bottom vertice, these 2 vertices right here, if I just go ahead and I hit B, get my soft selection going, make a soft selection bigger, I can pull these down. Now I've noticed that if you do this trick right now, you will be happier. You will notice there will be less distortion on your model when you do this. Okay? If you go and you extrude it and then you go ahead and place all your points, you're going to be unhappy. Very unhappy. Okay? Because I just find it distorts the shape too much. So I always kind of make the flat shape something like this. Maybe I'll put this into perspective view so you can see a little better what I see in my head. I see little dancing unicorns and stuff that sparkles. And anyway, I'll just go in here and I'll do something like that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, good enough. Okay, I think that should be fine. And then, if I grab the whole piece and I hit extrude, boop, and I pull it down, Okay, pull it along the blue axis. If you push it the other way, it becomes inverted and it's not happy. So I'll do something like this. Maybe as I'm pulling, I would like it if that little foot back here, the leg part, is a bit thinner. Okay, so I'll make that a bit thinner. And maybe what I could do is, let's go in and deselect some of these faces. And can I deselect some? Yay! And I'll go here to Mesh Transform Component. I could keep pulling them down here if I wanted to. Okay, one of those tricks. Or I could have just used the Move tool, but the Transform Component will actually pull them out along their face normals. So that's something I like. Okay, depending on what I'm doing. And I'm just going to move this one here with soft selections on, so there we go. Boop. Pull it up a bit, give it a bit more thickerage. Okay, great. There's one leg, roughed, blocked in. Now, what I'd like to do next on this thing is those little thorny bits here. I'd pull those up too far, so let's just grab this edge. Maybe I'll grab my scale tool, and I'll scale that down. Grab this one. Okay. Just kind of scale them down towards each other, and that makes them a bit more pointy. Okay. And same with these ones. Boop. And we're almost done. Okay, good enough. There. Okay, cool. And now I've got the thing roughly blocked in the way I was dreaming it would be. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Mesh and I'm going to hit Smooth. And now it's much more rounded out. If you hit 3 on your keyboard, you'll see it's even smoother. But I have just converted all of the triangles into quads. Okay, and then I'm going to style up some things a little bit. Like right here where it joins, where this knee area joins. If I go and I hit Scale, and then maybe I go ahead and I insert an edge loop right here. Boop. Okay, or even better yet, what do I do? Edge ring and split. Boop. Edge ring and split's even faster sometimes. This one here we don't need to do anything. What about right here? Okay, and maybe I take this loop and I make it a bit smaller and I push it inside there. And if I hit 3, I can kind of see what I'm doing, and I'm getting this kind of hard, surfacey looking model happening. And okay, something like that. I could keep inserting edge loops and popping loops in and being very happy with them. Okay, something like this. And actually, I'm not even looking right now. What if I go back to the bottom view? Just check out what it is that should be lined up. And these have kind of fallen out of how they were lined up. Maybe if I got my transparency thing. Yeah, I was smoking a bit of crack here when I was pulling things around. What if I grab this and I hit B? Make my big soft selection. And I'll grab these ones and make another soft selection. Okay, and I'll pretend that it's supposed to look something like that. Okay, cool. And I can go back to doing what I was doing, where I was just adding edge loops to emphasize some of these wonderful little features on my Beetle. And I'll push those up in here, okay. And whoop. I'm just switching quickly between the hotkeys, getting myself quite excited by my Beetle-y legs. Actually, what does that look like? That doesn't look quite right. I'm just going to pull this up and try and make this look a little better. Going off of the image again, so whatever. Okay, and let's get back here and let's go and insert an edge. Whoop! And Okay, we're almost done this. And what time are we looking at on this? 10 minutes already. Good God. Okay, and I'm just going to try to make this look fancy. I'm so fancy. And yeah, good enough for now. Great. And let's kill the history. And there is leg number 1. If I'm really sneaky, I could probably take this leg, and let's just go and quickly move its pivot point, DV, there, something like that. Let's go back to the bottom view. Actually, I could probably just go ahead and test spacebar. There we go. This is good enough. If I make a duplicate, whoop, 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 and I travel my duplicate over here, and maybe I rotator it up something like this, and then maybe rotator it down, and maybe rotator it over like that. Yeah. Let's see what that looks like. Something like that. And let's see what it looks like from the bottom. Whoop! Because these legs are so similar, I don't see the point in modeling a second one. Lazy Bob strikes. There we go. Okay. And so there is one, well actually two legs. Kill the history, freeze the transformations. And maybe I'll quickly name these. Mid leg. Maybe at the front I should call it, this is the left side. Okay, and I might even go and have an underscore and Geo at the end so I know, but just to be really super organized, and because I'm lazy, I'm just going to copy that little piece of text, run over to this thing, Control V, and this will be the back. And I'll freeze the transformations of that thing too. Okay, great. So there's the back legs, and I'll do the front leg too, and I'll do it in a separate video!